What's up, y'all? It's Nifty Q. That's Gifted. We're here with another daily rehash. It is Thursday, November 16th. We're almost through the week. The PFP sector is kind of cooling off. Crypto's kind of ranging as well, but we had a lot of drama happening over there in the art sector. Can't wait to cover it with you, Gif. What's up, brother?
Yes, sir. Excited to be back with another daily rehash with UQ and with all of y'all out there. This is where we bring you the top 10 stories in Web3 from the last 24 hours. So buckle up. We're going to skate right through this one, Q. What's up first today?
All right, unless you were living under a rock, you saw that the senior New York Times critic, believe Jerry Saltz, also a Pulitzer Prize winner in 2018, he took to X to criticize Refik Anadol's Winds of Yawanawa, saying that it's basically a glorified screensaver. Now, the original post that he made has been deleted as of this recording. I think it literally happened maybe 30 minutes to an hour before. You can see he reposted the original post, quote tweeting Beeple here. So a little performance art, in my opinion, here. If you're going to take down the original and then put it up on a more popular person's post, a little performance art, in my opinion.
I just think he made a bad take. First of all, a Pulitzer in criticism is basically just top award for the biggest hater. I don't think that should even be a thing, in my personal opinion. If you want to criticize things, I'll criticize that. I think it was just a bad take, and he knows it by the responses he got. Why else do you delete the original comment? You got so much traction. You're even reposting it yourself, Jerry. I'm just curious why he deleted it, unless he got a lot. I think he got taken to task, probably, in the comments.
Yeah, to be honest, there were a lot of people in Web3 that were saying, hey, we're basically defending the guy. I don't think the criticism was around the fact that he was being a critic. That is his job. It was the fact that it was like really bad criticism. It was just like not really well thought out.
It's pretty shallow.
Really low level stuff. Like I think that's something my mom would have said if she saw a Refik Anadol piece.
Mid curving it, Jerry. Mid curving it. All right, let's keep it going on to the next one. You know our thoughts, how we feel. But I also feel really strongly about Pudgy Penguins. I am so impressed with what they're doing. Luca just keeps stacking up W's in the space. This time they have multiple arcade games coming to Pudgy Penguins. Going to just be distributing more of this brand, more of this product around the world. So you can see a sample here. But yeah, Q, what do you think of this?
Yeah, well, I mean, what I think of it is Pudgy's been doing a great job. So we know that they've done extremely well in the bear market, more so than many other PFPs. But one of the quotes that I wanted to pull up, at least in this conversation, was around the VP of Toys, I believe, which is an awesome title, by the way. But if the VP of Toys over there at Disney was saying that this guy is putting in work, he has not seen the level of grind that Luca Netz is over here putting in with Pudgy Penguins. So it's probably more important to hear about what he has to think, being the VP of product over there, Toys.
Does make me wonder where Beanie's at and what he's thinking about it now.
All right, Kreatorhood is launching here today, and this month they are going to have a beta that is essentially going to allow you to wink, wink, earn points here. So you can see their post here. It's point season. Starting today, beta users will earn in real time based on platform activity. Users with the most points at the end of the month will farm. List, buy, and refer friends to earn points. Sign up with the link below. They're basically trying to, I think, introduce a little bit of social mechanic into the marketplaces. Obviously, we know OpenSea hasn't done much, even though they proclaim to be for the creator, and Blur, of course, is more on the trader side. So they're trying to merge both, in my opinion.
Yeah, and really expand the possible market by going after Web 2 creators, Instagrammers, TikTokers, offer them a really cool way. And like you said, bring in more of that social fi and the creator tools within one marketplace. I'm bullish on it. I'm excited to see how it goes. And I'm excited to hopefully earn some rewards and some points over there on Kreatorhood. All right, let's keep it going. Mad Lads can't stay out of the headlines right now. They're killing it over there on Sol. We've got an update here from Tyler Did It. Sol NFT board green. NFTs over there looking strong, but none stronger than the Mad Lads. They're up 8.96 Sol. That's quite a bit. 103 Sol floor, holding above 100 Sol now. I don't even know what that is. Like, I think what's Sol at $60 now, something like that. But what's I think really key here is they're almost 5 times the volume of the next biggest project, Clanosaurs, and 10x the volume of the number 3 project of Tensorians, which just highlights what we've been basically speculating or talking about, that there was a big void left in the Solana NFT PFP ecosystem when the gods left. They kept building, and now they're reaping those rewards.
Yeah, there's an alternate universe where DeGods didn't leave, and I'd be interested to see where Mad Lads would stack up in that. But yeah, huge shout out. I mean, being based in Dubai and at least having that exchange be based in Dubai is an interesting play, because usually we're talking either about the West or the East. We're not really talking about the Middle East when it comes to this sector. So maybe they can carve out a little bit of pie over there. But all right, I've got the next piece here. Ubisoft initially got into NFTs, I believe, in 2021. I think they tried to put NFTs and gun skins into Call of Duty. Not Call of Duty. I'm thinking, what's the other piece that they had?
Ghost Recon.
Yeah, Ghost Recon. Yeah, so it was kind of Call of Duty. Wasn't that Ghost Recon? Anyways, they had Tezos NFTs within the Ghost Recon Breakpoint in 2021. They're obviously the publisher for Assassin's Creed. Well, they're getting back in with Champions Tactics Grimoria Chronicles. So not as big of a title here, but you can see there's going to be 9,999 unique digital collectibles. These are going to be minted on Ethereum for free, actually. There's going to be a wait list as well. So you're going to need to try to get on that if you're looking to take part in this Warlords PFP piece with Ubisoft.
Look, what I would hope here is that this is another opportunity for us to not do what we did with Zynga and maybe not fade the free mint coming from a big gaming publisher into this space. So that's why I'm going to be paying attention to this. Ubisoft is not joking around. And to your point, Q, they actually have been exploring, experimenting, building in the space for a couple of years now. Just most of that's been behind the scenes because, yeah, they are very careful to not rock the boat with the gamers and how they roll things out. So I'm excited to follow that one. Here's another update. You know, there's more FUD coming at us in the Web3 space. And I just feel like it means that you're making it. You know, when the haters start lining up, when the haters start stacking up, it means you're doing something right, in my opinion. And here you've got Matt Medved responding to Vice, who basically is continuing the same sort of old trope, same thing that Rolling Stone was doing, saying just focusing on a small part of what NFTs and Web3 is, and that's, you know, people that lost a bunch of money on certain PFPs, calling them all worthless, playing that narrative and basically pandering to the lowest common denominator of people who just want to feel the bias of I'm right. Yeah, they just want to feel that. And so what I love here is he's calling them out and saying, remember these clowns, remember these woefully late to the narrative, misrepresenting outlets, these platforms. Remember these clowns when they try to capitalize in the next cycle, because they will be back.
Yeah, remember when Vice was cool? Those were fun times.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that actually is a long time ago now that I think about it. That's like early 2000s. All right, anyways, I do have a Reach Protocol announcement here. So the OG pre-sale, about 33% of the total token supply will be made available here for OG. So if you haven't been an OG, I don't think, and that's like a role in their Discord for people that are super active or have spent more than, I believe, 1 ETH. This is going to be a pre-sale for them. You can see the allocation amounts, minimum of 1 ETH to get into this pre-sale. There is going to be an open public sale after this. This is, again, is for their main holders, but it's good to see them moving forward with the Reach token.
Yeah, Reach XYZ is actually one of the few protocols I have been actively farming on. I like it. I'm actually bullish on it. And if I can find some liquidity, I'm going to try and pull some together to get in on this, since I do have my OG role. So if you haven't checked it out, I can recommend it from my own experience. This isn't sponsored from them. I just like it personally. So I'm going to be trying to get in on that if I can. Here's one that you've been playing with, Q. So I'm going to set you up here. Friendtech had an interesting thing. A lot of people think it's a big day, a big omen, a positive omen here. The CBP token, a lot of people are considering some kind of price proxy for what the future Friendtech token could look like, and it soared. So tell us more about what's happening here.
Yeah, the CBB Bull Friendtech chat room is basically getting access to a lot of different things. They've done a couple NFTs, I believe, but this is essentially a rollout of the CBB token, which acts in a way as a one-to-one element with the Friendtech airdrop. So it's basically like we got our friend tech tokens early if you're in that group, because basically CBP in that group said we're going to back that up with 1 point of friend tech. So if you own one CBP, you can actually redeem that for one friend tech point. So that's why you get this 1-to-1 mechanic. And it was really the first time we were going to see what the price of friend tech was going to be out on the open market. It sorted like 16 minutes, it looks like Tyler was saying. $16, and then it went down a few hours ago to about $4, which is actually still extremely good if you are farming there over on Friend Tech.
Yeah, I hope it works out for you and all the friend techies.
Please don't call us that
Key
ever
collectors.
Again. All right. Yeah. Friend techies. All right. Taproot Wizards raised 7.5 million here, led by Standard Crypto. This is a Bitcoin ordinals project that is focused on kind of building out the Bitcoin protocol and things to do on there, right? Bitcoin ordinals being one of them. This is one of the larger projects over in that ordinals ecosystem. Some really cool team members there, and they again have secured the bag and are ready to build out more on Bitcoin. Huda brought up a great point earlier today. Bitcoin officially passing Ethereum on NFT volume for the first time on that 7-day chart.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, again, you can kind of nitpick that data. I don't know that it's apples to apples. Yeah. But that's a whole other thing. It just still measuring that data. I don't think we've seen that before for NFTs on Bitcoin. These are big things. And all of this is just more data points that are making me feel more bullish on ordinals going into the next cycle. So if you haven't gotten your ordinals wallet, maybe get one. I still need to set one up myself, but I am getting more and more excited about what's happening on Bitcoin. Here's the last story of the day, and it's potentially a big one. I don't know. NHL Breakaway. They've announced their own digital collectibles marketplace, very much like a Top Shot. You collect digital moments as collectibles, as NFTs on this platform. I believe it is on Polygon. So that's an interesting thing. I think that that's different, right? Top Shot was on Flow. So that is one difference here. But yeah, who knows? This could go really well. Some sports fans are definitely getting excited about being early to something that could have that potential.
Yeah, the sports entities, right? Like the teams and the actual associations have been really fond of kind of sharing this stuff, right? The NFL, the NBA, I don't know about the Premier League, but they've actually retweeted from their accounts. They've highlighted that, hey, this is all happening. I think because that fantasy football element has already got people okay with this element of risk or element of collecting different things. So we'll see, man. This is like the third or fourth iteration on these sports platforms, and we'll see if this works. We've seen NFL all day. Obviously, NBA Top Shot. We'll see if NHL Breakaway can make a breakaway here in the market. All right, and that's it, folks, for the Daily Rehash. We've had a freaking long week, man. So we are going to be back on the Daily Rehash tomorrow, but no NFT Live, no GM Web3 until next week, Monday. Appreciate y'all's support on the network, as well as my man Gifted here with his coffins. It's been a fun and energetic one, man.
I appreciate that, and appreciate all of y'all again. Our vibe, our tribe.